Hi everyone, Kim here. I just got done making one of those adorable 3D, let's see what they're called. They are called a A2 box card. And I picked, for the first time, I picked this Santa Claus card because it looked the easiest. It didn't have a lot of cuts to it and stuff like that. And so I'm going to make a couple of them. And I'm definitely going to be sending these out for family and friends this year. They are so cute and they're so easy. I would have been intimidated just looking at the pictures of these thinking, oh, there's no way I can do that, but that's not the case. All right, so when you click on the image and you put it on your mat, this is how this particular one shows up. Now you're going to want the different cuts in different paper designs. So what I did for this one is I went ahead and highlighted the whole thing and I ungrouped it. And this is one thing I like about the silhouette is you don't have to delete things off your mat and then put things back on. You literally just push it off to the side. So for now, I am not going to be using any of these pieces. I'm going to just go ahead. I'm not going to cut it out here with you on this part of the video. I'm actually going to be moving things off the mat. For this one here, I'm going to go ahead and group this just because it'll be easier to move the entire thing off the mat. And I'm going to be cutting, this is the card base. Let's get this off of here too. All right, so this is the card base. I can't remember if I mentioned already, I'm losing my mind here. Do not change the size. It is already designed so that it is the perfect size for what you want to do. Okay, so let's pretend like I cut this. I'm going to take this off, and as you can see, all these images here will be going on this part of the card, right? Just to bring your attention, because I made this mistake the last time. There's little dotted lines and cut lines that belong to that image right there. And I actually messed up the last time, like I said. So anyway, these are going to go down in here, and then this is going to layer. I'll just bring it forward for a second here. This is going to layer on top of this. Whoops, it didn't listen. Bring forward. Okay. Give me a second. Send to back, bring to front. Okay, we'll try it that way. Okay, so that's going to go like that, and then this little Santa's going to go, let's bring him forward, bring him to the front. This is going to go here, and then I already, you know, put that image together here, and this is just a couple of extra little embellishments. So I would bring, for the next cut, I would bring this over. Now this is my patterned paper. This would be a solid paper, and then this would be a pattern paper, and that's all going to cut out and it's all going to fit onto here. And then for the card that I just did, I went ahead and pulled this over and I cut the base out in white, and then I found some really cute green dotted paper that I cut the tree out, and then I just glued that on like so. And then right down here on both sides, you can't see it right now, but there's perforated lines, and you would fold those in and it slides down on the inside of that card. And then take this off. For this here, I cut that out in white, that out in black, because it was like a silhouette. And then I did actually use the same colors for these here. I used the white and the green, and then I only cut three of these out in the green, what was the same color as the base. So I'm going to get all this cut out, and we'll go to the crafting table and I'll show you how easy it is to put this together. Alrighty, so I've got all my pieces cut out. There are a couple things I did differently than what was on the original design, and I'm going to show that to you. I went ahead and used this really pretty sparkly basil red cardstock, and it scores the image as so, and then it cuts it like this. Let's put the box together. No, actually we're going to put the pattern paper on first. Now, what this is going to do, let me fold that down here. And we're going to fold that over, making sure that it's even. Now this paper is a lot thicker than the one that I used before, so it's kind of tearing a little bit, and I think you'll all know what I'm talking about when you get paper that when you fold it, it can sometimes tear on the crease, but I guess this one's going to be okay. I thought it was going to be bad, but it's going to be okay. All right, so just going to basically take your box and it's going to fold up like this. Now you're going to have the back side that is going to take the solid piece. So we're going to do that. And as I said, I did some extra cuts for what I wanted to do for the card. Now the card doesn't have any place on it for you to write you know, a sentiment of any type. So here's what I did. Let's put that on there. When I was in the silhouette, there's that one image set where you have this and then all of these that are together. Well, what I did was I ungrouped it and I kind of moved them off the mat. Say, let's pretend you're on the virtual mat. I moved those off the mat, but I left this one on because I want this piece to actually go right here. Now I just put this down because that's part of the original process, but I'm gonna go ahead and cover it. This way I can stamp something on it. I can write on it, you know, whatever I want to do as part of where I want for my when I, you know, for the family or friends or whatever I'm going to give this to. And then I'll tell you honestly, the cutting of this takes longer than putting it together. Because you know our silhouette likes to take its time. There are other companies, per se, that have SVG files that you can go to. If you have a silhouette, you don't have to go onto that library. I don't know specifically who they are. I just happen to have seen them on YouTube that they offer the SVG files for this. Okay, so that's really the outside of the box. Now, I don't think it was intended for the outside to have the designer paper on it or the pattern paper on it, but I went ahead and did it that way. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it on the inside as well. I did cut some extra pieces for that, kind of by mistake, but it's not a big deal. So I'm going to put it on the outside and I'm going to put it on the inside. And I'm saying it's probably not supposed to be like that because the original design does not give two choices to cut these out twice. However, you know what? I didn't think about it, but I did not actually read the instructions. So it might say that on the instructions. Okay, this was my layer that's supposed to be the long one, so let's move this over here. And again, this is the inside of the card. Isn't that great about that glue? I'm like, oops, I need to move it, pick it right up. All right, so I have my little score tape, which you know, I actually, that was what was handy on my desk here. Bigger score tape would be fine, better, maybe. Here's my tweezers. Take that off. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the box together. There's no bottom. It's just going to go like this. Now here comes the fun part. So as I'm saying, this is going to fold, you know, like a card. So I've got it so that when the box opens, it's got the paper on the inside and the outside. Like I said, it may have the instructions to actually do it that way. So, all right, these are, I've got two inserts. I have this one and I have this one. So I had cut this out several times on the silhouette, changed the needle and the paper type, and it's not really giving me a very clean cut. This one actually turned out the best, so let's go ahead and remove some of those. So funny how it cuts and cuts and cuts, and then different paper or needle or whatever it is, it's not like you want it. Let me look at the back here. I think we have all of it out. And I'm going to make sure that I put my glue on the edges so that my branches don't pop up off of there. I cannot believe how easy this was. You know, other than, you know, those funky cuts with the silhouette. Putting this card together, I'm really looking forward to doing the rest of them as well. And I'll fiddle with that off camera. There's a little piece that's sticking. Okay. And then the lines are perforated, so you're going to bend that and bend that. And then you can put your Santa Claus on, and I just put the Santa Claus in black, so he's like a silhouette. And then the lines are perforated here and here. And then I have 3 cuts of this, and I'm not going to use the glue for this one. And I'm going to put that on the right side there. I'm going to put this on so that it's shorter in the front and then gets taller in the back, just so it gives the image that it's you know, shorter in the front and taller in the back. Well, that wasn't supposed to be there. Okay, that should be okay. So this one's going to go down. Sorry about that. I'm going to put him about right there. And then the Santa comes next. All right. Actually, I put that on the wrong side. Just take that off there because I want it to go this way. So I want the tape to go in the back this time, not the front. All right, so this is going to go up just a little bit more than that first one. Say right about the middle. And then this one here, again, tape is going to go on the back. I'll put this one up just a little bit more. I don't want to cover up my tree completely. Make sure that's straight. All right, let's go ahead and put these inserts on the inside. And with this glue, you're going to put it in and you're just going to kind of hold it. Oops, that was the wrong way. Let the glue settle. Sit and settle. How's that? See how I'm just sliding that right in? And just making sure I've got that in there okay. All right, so let's do our Santa. I'm sitting here thinking, you know, maybe I should call this a series, like Christmas cards and creation series, because I have a whole list of stuff that I want to do. Okay, now I'm going to take my bone folder and go inside here and make sure, as you can see, it's kind of poking up there. So you don't want to try to fold your card up to put in an envelope until this is all completely dry, or it will do exactly what that's doing now. It kind of pops up. To wait till it's completely dry. And you probably can't see a thing that I'm doing. Sorry about that. I'm just using my bone folder to push all that down. And I see that little guy's trying to poke up there. Okay, so while that dries, so far this is what we have. Santa's got a little ooey on him. I have no idea what that is right there. See if I can snip that off, as I'm completely off frame. Okay, that's better. So here's what we have so far. Again, sad face on that, how that tree cut. Sad face. All right, so you have this, and you have this that's going to go on the front. And I have chosen from my craft spot the Stamping All Around Christmas. I like the saying of this one because it says believe. And before I put it together, I'm going to stamp on it first in case I mess it up. And I can just flip it over. Oh, so much the lid's not going to do any good. Let's put that right there. All right, so this, you don't have to use the little Santa hat in the middle, but I thought it was perfect for this card. See if I can do this with the camera in my face. I need something darker behind it. That would help. Sorry, bumped the camera. Nothing unusual, right? Okay. That looks pretty good. Nope, it's off. If I have to, I'll cut out another circle. I have a punch that would be this size, so. Nope, that's good. All right, so let's put some glue on the back. We're going to put that right there. And I'm hoping that my glue has dried so I can show you how the card folds. Oh, I want to kind of put a tilt to that hat. That's cute. You can pop this up if you want. Now, you don't have to use the same pattern as far as the paper goes. You can use different patterns for each one. I just wanted to get it done quickly. So otherwise I have to put different paper on the mats for each and every time. So hopefully this is dry. I'm going to go ahead and close it. And then it's going to fold up like this, and this will fit in an A2 size envelope. Is this so super cute? I mean, I just can't, you know, there's some things that these designers do that amaze me. This is one of them. And if you have a silhouette and you're able to try one of these 3D box cards, you got to do it. I mean, it's so super cute and it's so easy. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.